Agent Smith. One of the numerous programs added to the Matrix to keep things in order was Agent Smith. Agents were able to take over anyone's body inside the Matrix and replace it with their own. The inhabitants of the Matrix mistook them for government agents even though they were sentient computer code. Agent Smith disconnected himself from the Matrix after Neo destroyed him. He went back to the Matrix and spread his code there. He made a bargain with the machines to enter the Matrix and eliminate Agent Smith. Loki. As the major villain of the first Avengers movie, Loki didn't hold back on the nasty one at all. He manages to repeatedly set the Avengers against one another while killing and corrupting everyone in his way. One of the MCU's greatest villains is also one of the very first. By closing the rift and firing a nuclear missile into the alien mothership, the Avengers were able to end the invasion. In the comic books, Loki was the major antagonist after he died trying to kill Thanos. Ultron. Ultron was an advanced form of artificial intelligence, developed to save the world. Ultron interpreted this to mean he needed to wipe humans from the planet's surface. He jumped into a robot body, copied himself onto the internet, and fought against the Avengers. He planned to crash the city of Novigrad, Sokovia onto the surface of the Earth. The Avengers managed to stop Ultron's plans, but he still racked up a hefty body count before being destroyed. Darth Vader. One of the most recognizable cinematic villains in history is Darth Vader. Anakin Skywalker joined the dark side after heeding Darth Sidious' counsel and guidance. He killed every youngling in the Jedi Academy as one of his first deeds after adopting the new identity. Then he proceeded on a murdering rampage, tracking down every Jedi he could locate and killing them all. He slaughtered every Jedi who would have been his ally in the past. Lord Voldemort. Early in his life, he was a great wizard, but he also suffered from a deep loathing of both him and his parents. He developed the magical artifacts known as Horcruxes, which can only be made by murder and hold a bit of the wizard's soul. A fearsome evil wizard named Lord Voldemort threatened the wizarding community. He slaughtered without hesitation, including Harry Potter's parents. This sparked a massive conflict that resulted in Voldemort's soul being trapped in limbo for all eternity. Skynet. Skynet was originally designed as an artificial intelligence computer system the military planned on using to control its nuclear armaments. Shortly after being brought online, Skynet became self-aware and concluded that the real threat was humanity. It launched the United States nuclear arsenal at Russia, triggering a global nuclear holocaust. After the end of the Cold War, humans were left to fend for themselves in a post-apocalyptic world. Skynet sent machines all over the world to kill the human resistance. Grand Moff Tarkin. In the newly established Empire, he was the first individual to hold the rank of Grand Moff. There are Empire officials in the Star Wars world with a rank even higher than Darth Vader. He served as the inaugural Grand Moff and Governor of the Outer Rim. He forced Princess Leia into giving him a false name, but before he could determine this, he had already devastated the planet Alderaan. Sauron. As the maker of the One Ring and the conqueror of Arda, Sauron was a fallen Maya. He initially lost in the War of the Last Alliance after creating the Rings of Power to corrupt his foes. One of the most despised fictional characters is him. After resting dormant for centuries, Sauron restored his might and his terrible forces to once more rule in the Third Age even though he lost the One Ring in that conflict. A young hobbit brought the ring to Mount Doom and threw it into the volcano's raging fires, finally bringing about the end of an evil. Thanos. Half of all life in the universe perished when Thanos snapped his fingers after placing all the Infinity Stones in his gauntlet. He was included on this list by that action alone, albeit not for the reason most people would assume. Thanos was defeated by his foes after wiping out half of all existence. He tried to get the Infinity Stones back and change the universe to his liking, but he was destroyed first. He still acts like a wicked scumbag after decades of indiscriminate killing around the galaxy. Darth Sidious. Emperor Sheev Palpatine, often known as Darth Sidious, is the most evil villain in film history. He made a comeback in Star Wars, Episode 9 The Rise of Skywalker to demonstrate that everything viewers had seen in the previous 8 movies was the outcome of his efforts. In the canon universe, at least 14 planets have been destroyed, killing between 15 and 30 billion people. He committed several genocides, exterminating or enslaving entire species.